Okay, good morning and welcome to Shiva YouTube. Iyun with Benzion. Today's daf is Nedarim, daf Lamed Zayin, number 37. Usually, Gemara Nedarim talks about things which are not so practical because who makes Nedarim these days, right? The only thing we have to do with Nedarim is on Rosh Hashanah. Every Rosh Hashanah, you do Ataras Nedarim. Kippur night, we do Kol Nidre. That's the only real connection we have to Nedarim. But today is an exception. Today we're talking about the Gemara because of a Mishnah. The Mishnah states that even though a person is forbidden because of an neder to get benefit from someone, nonetheless, he can be taught from the person. He can't get a neder. He can be taught medrash, halachos, v'agados. And medrash from the Gemara is pretty clear. It means Gemara. Halachos means practical halachos like Mishnayos or the Mishnah Brura or the Shulchan Aruch or the Rif or the Rambam. And agados are also part of the Gemara, the Agadah. Mikra you're allowed to teach, but the reason you're allowed to teach Mikra is like either Machlokes Rav and Rabbi Yochanan, and not because you can teach Mikra. You're not allowed to teach Torah, the Gemara says. That's the reason you're allowed to teach them. The reason you're allowed to teach them is because you can't charge a tutor's fee for teaching these things. You have to teach these things for free. You're not allowed to take payment for teaching Torah to some people. It's for Gemara and Halachas. So you can't take thing. And also the Gemara says Mikra also you have to teach for free. The only reason you're allowed to pay for it, which is implied by the Mishnah, is because we're talking about young children, you have to watch them. Or you're teaching them the trup, the cantillation, how to read the Torah, which is a skill, and that's why you can get paid for it, right? Which is like teaching someone voice lessons you can get paid for. But teaching someone Torah, you can't get paid for. And the Gemara explains, the Gemara in Lamed Zayin Amal says, the fourth line, Lamed Zayin and Aleph, Moshe connects the way he was taught by Hashem to the way he teaches Klal Yisrael. Just like Hashem, Ma'ani B'chinam, just like Hashem stated to Moshe, just like I taught you for free. He didn't charge Moshe Rabbeinu a fee for teaching the entire Torah. So do you, and anyone who teaches Klal Yisrael Torah can't charge a fee for teaching Torah. This is very problematic. People complain, as I mentioned in the regular share, the Rebbeim are not getting paid. The Moras are not getting. There's no more Moras. Mishracha magazine is full of people very angry at the system. There's no Mora. No one wants to be a Mora over in school anymore. Teacher, Benos HaKadoshos, the Torah, because it's not good enough. They have to get a high-paying job to support their husband. Her husband is learning in Kollel. It's not in vogue anymore. What's going to be? They're Rebbeim. They all talk about their Rebbeim. They're not getting paid on time. They're not getting paid enough. They're terrible. Shander. It's unbelievable. We should treat them with respect. Equal pay for the Rebbeim, equal pay for for teaching mathematics, teaching history, teaching biology, if you're allowed to teach those things. Here in Israel, maybe not. Should be equal. Everything should be equal. Well, the problem is the Gemara says you can't get paid for these things. So some people say you get paid because I could be doing other things. But ask yourself the question, if this person's in chinuch, is he really qualified to do anything else? No. I mean, I was positioned, that was my goal, was to be a Maggid Shir. And I am a Maggid Shir. I did fulfill my thing. My dream of being a Maggid Shir was not a Maggid Shir on YouTube. I never envisioned having a smartphone, being on YouTube. I don't even know I knew what YouTube was for a significant amount of my life. Even after YouTube was founded, I think in 2005. Most of those years, I was intent on maybe being the Gadol Ador, maybe being a Maggid Shir, a Rosh Yeshiva. And I would get a job in a yeshiva and teach Torah to people. That was my goal, be a Maggid Shir. Talk more about this in the book, The Real Me, which we completed. Now we'll be doing later today, chapter 10 of The Living Marriage, about marital intimacy. If you want to hear my stories about that, check out my series, The Real Me, which we concluded a number of weeks ago. So, at the end of the day, that was my goal, but the Gemara says it's forbidden. You can't take pay for it. How do we reconcile this with the notion to not only that people are getting paid, demanding equal pay, equal rights? According to the Torah, you can't. So, if you're teaching young children, right, and you're teaching them mikra, so you can take money for schar shimur, right, for watching them. They don't run out of the classroom. But that's only according to Rav, seemingly possible to Rabbi Yochanan. So it's questionable whether you can rely on that. But once they reach the age of our mitzvah, the Gemara assumes they could watch themselves. So a lot of Rebbeim would teach, for sure you teach halacha, you teach Mishnah Brura, The seminaries, you teach halacha to the girls, or you teach them the basic bekiyas in Gemara. It's just basically the basic, simple understanding of Gemara and the simple understanding of the Agadita. That would be forbidden. However, I think there's a heter for, even if I would have been a Maggid Shir, the reason I want to be a Maggid Shir is because the reason I'm able to produce an Iyun Shir on every daf that I learn, daf yomi, which is unprecedented and unbelievable if you don't comprehend what I'm doing, but maybe some people do. Most people who watch this probably are not so accustomed with Gemara. They don't even realize the depth and the work it took to get to this point to be able to say an Iyun Shir on every daf in the Gemara. But I will tell you that when you give an Iyun Shir and you give a Chiddush I don't think is included in this Gemara, because Hashem was saying to Moshe, I'm teaching you the basic Torah for free. What's written in the Bible, what's written in the Gemara, the words of the Gemara, right? Those things were passed down from Hashem to Moshe Rabbeinu. However, your own explanations, that's your Torah. The Gemara in Maseches Kedushin, after you lamda v'garsa, you read it and you attain the Torah and you're able to mechadish. I believe that's what the Gemara means. It's Nikar's Torah delay. It's your Torah. It's not Hashem's Torah. Hashem's Torah you can't take pay for, but your own Chiddush you can take pay for. And I really believe the reason is because the end goal is to find the Sod of Hashem, which is not immediately clear in our the way that we have the Gemara, the way we have the Bible, the Torah Shabbat. It's not immediately clear what Hashem's real message is, and that's our goal, is to really learn Iyun and to find out. That's the whole idea of Iyun, is to find out, what the Sod of the Torah, what the secret of the Torah is. I try to tell you my opinion about what that is as much as possible, but it has to start from Iyun, and it starts from learning Rav Chaim Brisker, basic Hakira, basic investigation. Is it like this? How do we understand this? Is it like this? Is it like this? What's the Machlokes Rashi and Tosafos, Machlokes Amoraim? What's the Machlokes Tanoim? Those things help you learn Iyun. I believe anytime you're learning Iyun, that's not included in the Gemara, because that's your own Torah. That's Torah that you're b'machadesh. That you could definitely, I believe, you could charge for. So for those people that are teaching basic Bekiyas Gemara, you can't get paid for that. And a lot of Rebbes in the yeshiva shouldn't be getting paid. They shouldn't be demanding paid at all. It's also to take pay. But if you're teaching someone chidushim, your own chidushim, then I think it is validated, it is warranted to get paid. And I will also say Rav Asher Eli, he should be paid better. Give all the money to Rav Asher Eli and to me. And me also, when I'm teaching on YouTube, if I were to get paid by YouTube, it would be ad revenue, which is a third party, they're not paying me for the actual Torah that I'm saying. They're just paying me to be able to put content, to be able to put their marketing on my videos. People will see them. And even if I did affiliate marketing, or people are paying me to promote a product on my videos, again, I'm not getting paid for the Torah. I'm getting paid because people are tuning in. I'm getting paid to promote something. So I'm getting paid for teaching the Torah. I'm getting paid by a third party for promoting something else. So that's the best of both worlds. Not only in Mechadish Torah, which I get paid for anyway, but you don't have to come onto those reasons with me, because any revenue I would generate from this, either it would be ad revenue from Google Ads, or it would be affiliate marketing if people wanted me to promote things or mention their birthdays or their bar mitzvahs or their weddings or their births or their yard sites. It's all available. You want to call me, you want to email me, bensionlang@gmail.com. Let me know. I will mention you for a nominal fee. We're just getting started. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.